guys, I'm Evan Etzebeth, Springbok rugby player. You're watching Gareth Mason on Walking Tour with G-Man.
What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is all about provincial rugby. Now we've been seeing off the finishing last week or the other day. We saw the Champions Cup final with Saracens beat Leinster. We just saw the Pro 14 final, the Gallagher Premiership still going on. You got Super Rugby that's also still going on. But the talk that I've been seeing and I want to see more of is who the best provincial team in World Rugby is. Who is it? Is it the Crusaders? Is it Saracens? Well, in order to decide that, we need to have a match that decides who the best provincial team in World Rugby is, and what an event that can be. It can bring excitement, it can bring the curiosity, it closes the talk of who the best team is. We all currently know who the best international team is, and that is therefore the All Blacks. But who is the best provincial team in World Rugby? A lot say it's the Crusaders because they've been so dominant in Super Rugby, but can we really say it's them? I mean, obviously you've got so many phenomenal players within the Crusaders, but you can't count out a team like Saracens. I mean, you got Owen Farrell and so much more quality. I mean, you got Vunipola and all those great guys within that squad. Last year you had Leinster. I mean, that Leinster squad alone was almost an Irish squad. So, and Ireland beat New Zealand last year. Could Leinster have beaten the Crusaders? I spoke about this topic last year, and it was very mixed emotion because a lot of people said, there's already too much rugby going on, Paul, and not worth it, all that stuff. But to me, I think it will be a great event to create and generate for rugby fans around the world. We discuss it so much. You see it in the comment section where people are talking about their nations and their respective teams, be it the Sharks, Crusaders, Hurricanes, Lions, Saracens, Toulouse, Toulon, whoever it may be. And you're passionate about your provincial team. You're passionate about watching them. I mean, when I watch the Sharks or the Southern Kings, I'm passionate about supporting them till the end, and I want to see them do great, just like I want to watch the Springboks play and see them do great. But in football, you see the tournament of Club World Cup. Now, I would definitely consider it. Maybe every second or third year you create a Club World Cup. The top 4 or 6 teams from Super Rugby versus the top 4 or 6 teams from the Champions Cup. Therefore creating the Rugby Club World Cup or whatever it may be. And then you can really see who can fight it out to be the top in World Rugby from a provincial level point of view. I think it'll be something great. I said it in the video that I went out about the Pro 14 final recap, and a lot of people mentioned to me on social media saying, I want to see the top versus the top in provincial level. Because I said Crusaders versus Saracens or Crusaders versus Leinster like last year. What a game it would be to witness something like that, because we all know how good they are. Like I said, Crusaders are one of the top teams, provincial teams in World Rugby. But you can't count out what the European rugby has achieved over the past few years. I mean, World Cup's always been dominated by the Southern Hemisphere, besides 2003 when England won it. But we're seeing the challenge coming up. The competitive level within rugby these days is so much more different, because the quality that's coming out of Europe, we can clearly see, is getting stronger and better and intense. I mean, last year we saw England nearly coming up close to the All Blacks, losing it out at the end. We saw Ireland beating the All Blacks. South Africa have lost to these teams. We've seen Australia lose to these teams. We can't keep saying that Southern Hemisphere always dominates, because now we are seeing teams beat them. I mean, you've got New Zealand at number 1. Who's number 2? Wales. Who's number 3? You got Ireland. I mean, then you got England. Then only comes South Africa, Australia, and all the other teams. So we can't keep on saying, and it's arrogant for us as Southern Hemisphere teams to continue to always think that we are the dominant force, because technically, in provincial terms, we can't say that. Crusaders have been dominating the the Super Rugby tournament for so many years now. Can we really say they're the best in the world? Is the competition challenging enough for the Crusaders in order to really be the best? If they get thrown against the Saracens, will that level be the same? Will Crusaders dominate, or will Saracens come up and really play quality rugby and give the Crusaders a run for their money, or maybe beat them? How we will find that out is if World Rugby creates a tournament or a once-off match where you have, I don't know, 2 to 3 games, one in New Zealand, one in Europe, and then maybe the third one in a neutral area. You can break it up within the year. Who knows? Or you just have 3 weeks of this great rugby games that could be witnessed within us as fans. I mean, and I'm not even, I mean, this isn't even including South Africa here, but I want to see Crusaders or whoever it might be. Look, this year we could have a new Super Rugby champion, so it's more on the lines of Super Rugby champion versus Champions Cup champion. I want to see that happen, and be it if it's a New Zealand or an Australian team or even an Argentine side, I would definitely want to see them play the best in Europe. I mean, I thoroughly enjoy watching European rugby. The Champions Cup is absolutely exciting and intense. I love watching Super Rugby. I think it's absolutely amazing, especially this year, being it's so unpredictable with the conference system, or the conferences being so close. I mean, I hate the conference system, but everything's so tight within the South African conference system. I mean, the Jaguars are now the top. The Sharks are now back in contention. I mean, the Stormers were nowhere. Now there's talk of them even being there. It's just amazing. Same with the Australian conference. I mean, you got the Rebels, and then you got the Waratahs who are struggling now, and then you got the Brumbies who are really picking it up. New Zealand, you've got obviously Crusaders and the Hurricanes who are taking the cake at the top, but the other teams are all close. It's not a walk over anymore. The level of intensity within World Rugby is improving and getting better. So I personally feel that this game should happen. I think it will be absolutely awesome to witness, and I think the sales will be off the roof. I mean, I think it will be sell out. Again, that's a question that everyone worries about. Well, where's the money coming in? Who's going to fund it? All that stuff. I reckon give it a try, see what happens, test it out, and let's see what. I mean, we play the Barbarians games, and I love watching Barbarian rugby, but maybe put in the Crusaders versus Saracens, or you know what I mean? Put that game in, test it out. You got this Nations Championship or whatever it's called, that's supposedly coming up in 2021 or 2023, whenever it is. You've got all this talk. Why not create this event as well? Or reduce this whole Nations Cup thing and bring in a Club World Cup. I mean, I think it will be absolutely exciting to watch. I would definitely be glued to my TV watching that. I mean, everyone's spoken about it, and I think there's a lot of people who would be in agreement with me and so many more sports fans out there to witness an event like this. I would pay money for it. I really would. I mean, just imagine Richie Mo'unga, or even in the past, Dan Carter versus Owen Farrell, or even Johnny Sexton in Leinster for like last year. It would be a battle and a half. I mean, Billy versus Kieran Reid. I mean, come on. Okay, he's finishing with Saracens, but Skulky playing. Again, not in Super Rugby, but playing to help his team in Saracens be the best. I think it would have been absolutely, I want to say will be, because I hope to see this in the future. I think it was in 2014 or something around there was talk of it, but there was no interest. But this day and age of social media, rugby YouTubers talking about the sport, social media taking over, I reckon with more talk, more ideas and all these strategies coming into place, something like this can be created. I mean, look at this rugby champion, or the Champions Cup of Nations, whatever it is. It's all been created because World Rugby need to create more ideas in order to bring the fans towards the game again. I mean, everyone's watching it on telly, they're not going to the stadium. What will create it? Yes, the Nations Championship could definitely do that, and I think it will be great, but I want to see the best provincial versus the best provincial. I think it will be absolutely amazing. But again, that is just my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Would you want to see Crusaders versus Saracens play it off, and to see who owns that title of best in the world at provincial level? I mean, come on, it could be bigger than a World Cup final. You got the best of defence versus the best attacking team in World Rugby currently, and I'm talking about Saracens and Crusaders at this stage. I mean, what a game it would be. I think it should happen. Let me know what you think. I would definitely watch it. So that's going to do it for today's video. Just thought a topic to discuss about. I've seen it in the news. I've seen it, people mentioning it. I think it should happen. I think it will be absolutely insane. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Join the discussion down below in the comment section. Give it a like if you enjoyed it and if you agree with me. And subscribe if you are new. Turn on the bell notification so you're always notified for future videos. I'll see you real soon for another video. So much more to come. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.
Make sure you subscribe to his channel for all rugby content. Stay safe and never give up.